Nigerian companies no longer reward productivity. They reward visible suffering.
Some of these companies find it very hard to pay a decent amount of salary to their employees. Take that bold step, right? Resign from your 9 to 5 and focus.
I won't advise you to leave your 9 to 5 because of its job security.
We've had scenarios where an employee actually loses both jobs, and at the end of the day, he will start like wishing that he had, left the 9 to 5 and focused on the other one.
Continue that US gig, gather as much as you can, because at any time, it can lay you off.
Hi guys, welcome to Corporate Confessions, your one-off spot for Office Gist. I am your host, Owoseni Olumide, and I have the amazing Judy K.
Hi guys, welcome to another amazing episode of Corporate Confessions. It's been a long week.
I know, right?
Yeah, but then
we have come with hot
something is steaming.
We have bring gist and come. We have come and cook for you.
Yeah.
But anyways, we have two amazing people to help us dissect this hot juicy stuff. We have the amazing. How am I even supposed to do this? He's an HR person. Why am I always now? This is not even that. This is an issue. For every episode, there's always an HR person. At this point, sir, we bust bottle. But anyways, we have the amazing Jeff. He's been in HR for over 10 years, an amazing person. Welcome, Mr. Jeff.
Thank you very much for having me.
Welcome, Jeff.
He's shy, he's feeling shy.
Jeff is not shy.
But that being
I
said,
can say that for a fact that
But we still break bottle on this matter. But that being said, we have also an amazing person, the software engineer, has been doing this for over 9 years, both front end, back end, audience. You're amazing, Samuel.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
welcome, guys. It's good to have you.
Why do we have? I think we have gentlemen today. Like they're all being gentle. Oh,
experienced one. Over 10 years, over 9 years.
All right. So today we have something juicy. Watch out. All right.
Okay, so let's unpack our confessions for today. This story. All of you looking at me, watching me, you are guilty of it.
Yeah, you guilty of this one.
Everybody.
No,
As you're
I'm
looking
not
at
guilty.
me, I'm looking at you.
Me, I'm
You are
innocent
guilty
this
of
one.
it.
Me, I've shared this one.
Okay. My Nigerian job pays 400,000 naira monthly and gives me job security. Meanwhile, my US gig pays me $1,500
Anyway.
bi-weekly. Checkbo?
Sorry, let's see.
For work that stressed me less. No third mainland traffic, no Lekki Aja madness, no waking up angry before 6 a.m. If you are the one, which one will you take? 1.5. But we have some very funny people that they want to take like 2 US gigs, 2 remote gigs. 1.5, 1.5. Then they will now have one
money for Benz must be complete.
250K work.
Money for Benz must be complete, please.
Okay.
My baby has to drive a Benz.
Okay. So the scary part, let me continue. The scary part, I still can't quit my 9 to 5. I said yeah.
You will know them.
By the expression, you will know them. Because foreign gigs are unstable, right? I still can't quit my 9 to 5 because foreign gigs are unstable. I've had one the last 30 months, another 6 weeks, and one ended after 1 day. That one is bounced back.
It's about to send out.
So every morning, I still hustle through third mainland, Ireland, Wahala, pretending to care deeply about career growth, while my actual financial growth is coming from abroad. And honestly, once your side gigs start paying more than your full-time job, corporate motivation starts dying quietly. What makes this worse is that Nigerian companies, let me say it again, Nigerian companies no longer reward productivity. They reward visible suffering. Meanwhile, I'm one of the best performers on my team, but because I don't look financially desperate anymore, leadership thinks I'm becoming unserious. Now, I'm trapped between a stable Nigerian salary with plenty wahala and daily yes sir, noted sir, humiliation. Even if they say I'm stupid, I'll say yes sir. Sometimes, even thank you sir after a series of insults. or unstable dollar gigs that already changed my life in less than 2 months, even though I don't know if the lifestyle change is temporary. God forbid we do throwback to
when I did.
When I did. At this point, I genuinely think many Nigerian employees are only loyal to their jobs because of fear, not fulfillment. Because after tasting dollar income,
yeah, brother,
it becomes mentally difficult to return to managing 400k while handling family responsibilities and trying to survive Nigeria. Okay, a Nigerian celebrity once said, lifestyle costs that you know. Honestly, I completely agree. So my question is job security still worth it once you've experienced a better quality of life, or people become trapped chasing unstable money forever? Interested. Some of you are smiling. I know.
We know remote workers. We know ourselves.
When you see them. Okay. Samuel, no, I want to hold on. No, because you have a lot to unleash. But before you unleash that thing, maybe you see things from a different POV. What do you think? Jeff. Almighty Jeff.
All right, so this is an unfortunate dilemma that most Nigerian employees face today, right? The dilemma of having a stable job, the dilemma of getting a high-paying job. And for us to fully unpack this dilemma, we need to go back to the beginning. How did this all start in the first place, right? So companies are working in an environment that is not helpful, if I can use that word. Companies are struggling, the economy is bad, there's hyperinflation, companies are finding it very, very hard to stay afloat, not to talk of making profit. So you notice that some of these companies find it very hard to pay well, to pay a decent amount of salary to the employees. This makes the employees to look outside for greener pastures. And it's quite unfortunate, but it's the reality on ground.
Yeah.
Employees are left with that difficult decision to make that can help, shape, improve, or unfortunately sometimes, break their career growth, as it were. So it's a very, very huge topic.
Do you think there's no more career growth? It is now financial growth.
Sorry.
But or it's only during job interviews that I tell them career growth. When we know that it's financial growth.
There's this lie we all tell ourselves. Yeah, once I'm here, there's a way I want to grow with the company. I don't want to grow with you. I want my money. I want my money to grow. Sorry, no. Now this is not just being in the Nigerian space. To a large extent, they don't value people. This is not a shade to Nigerian companies.
Just saying.
This is not a shade to Nigerian companies, but they don't really value you. You see, especially people who are not the yes sir people. They don't value you in Nigeria.
Tech bros, get him here.
and you get some insults in my mind. I'm like, bro, if I don't work, this company no go dey. And the problem is the high performers that actually have an issue. Like the guys that actually do the groundwork. Not the bottom feeders, the actual guys that do the work are the ones that have the issues. But the bottom feeders that are very, yes sir, my sir, okay sir.
I think Samuel has quite a number of things because I know that experience is the best, Okay, so what do you think about this maintaining your 9 to 5 and then retaining
money for Benz? Your dollar gig?
So first of all, remote dollar gig can be very, very attractive, interesting, and very, very attractive. Yeah, exactly, Ben's money. So, but I won't advise you to leave your 9 to 5 because of its job security. Okay. And like I said, I've had experience working with a company that pays me in dollars. Yeah. So my contract was for 6 months, and which is renewable, which they renewed for after 6 months. So I was having a feeling that if they can renew my contract for another 6 months, means they really like me, blah blah blah. So I woke up one morning. And we couldn't log in. And
Jeff.
I we couldn't log into our
wake up when you're
emails. So everything was just we're locked out completely, and finally they called all of us into a meeting with the HR. That's why I say HR are very, very.
I'm that one HR, yeah.
They called us into a meeting and just told us blah blah blah.
They told you guys the reason for the restructuring or
terminated our contracts.
For what?
So did they pay you out for the rest of the month?
No. So they just terminated it. So
it depends on in the industry. So it depends on the industry, right?
Yeah.
This is a foreign gig, right? And one of the reasons why you have to be very, very, very cautious when taking those gigs is because they don't abide by our labor laws. You know, they just give you contracts that can be terminated at will without notice, and there's really nothing you can do because most of the times they don't have fiscal structures here in Nigeria. You cannot initiate a legal action against them. So so like I said, it's a dilemma, right? And the employee at the end of the day will need to make a decision. Where I work with tech engineers as well, and some of them have remote jobs. You know.
I don't know.
So it can be very easy to spot those engineers that have remote jobs.
But would
it tells in their performance. It tells in their 9 to 5.
What if they like that too high performing engineers?
It does. Because I mean, you come to the office before 9 or 8, you close by 5. Before you get home, probably 7, 8.
Yes.
You have to now refresh, set up your system and work probably maybe 10 p.m. to maybe 3, 4 a.m. Have like a 1 hour sleep. You wake up again, then you head for your 9 to 5 job. It will tell in your performance at the end of the day.
So you're saying that
it also depends on time zone, Sha.
Exactly.
So if it's time zone, you can't be doing EMEA time zone at the same time. So most of the remote jobs are no zone, as in like
North America time zone. Yeah.
For you to be able to balance both of them.
Okay, you know, what if it's a situation whereby it is not the engineer you're talking, like the support staff? Like, how will I explain this?
I've
like
had cases
it's
where
even a boss that is, we've had situations where bosses they do their own side gigs too. So how do we know? Because that's the balance now.
to a large extent, so for me, I still feel that even merging the two is it's not the problem. Let's say a very large extent. Most times you can actually, only on rare occasions when there are like actual faults on ground. That's when you have issues to use the OD. But most engineers, as per engineers, most times before 12 o'clock, I'm done with my tasks for the day. But because of Nigerian firms do not they want to do something. Me, I will submit 456. We submit it. And that's because they don't value. Once you drop your tax by 12 o'clock, they're like, why you're less busy? Let's give you something else. And that's
pathetic.
Like, bro, sometimes.
Do you want the employer to give you 3 hours, 4 hours to do other gigs during your working hours?
No, it's not even at this point. It's not even other gigs at this point. And there's a level of when I know that my employer cares about me. I know that okay, when I'm done, when I submit this, it's tax based. This is the tax for the day. If I'm done with today's tax,
exactly.
Let me go home.
But some people,
or let me refresh.
Okay, so
or just even be in the space.
No, they're saying that for normal Nigerian jobs, you're done with your task, but they don't want you to go on.
They don't.
But US gigs. Once
you are done, you are done. A lot of them don't really. Once you have submitted your tax,
but there's something they call extra mile now.
Which extra mile? How much extra mile enter my account? Avoid me. Avoid me, bro.
But me, I also feel, in fact, all the tech guys I know, all my friends, my colleagues, most of them are also doing a remote gig. And they don't have issues merging their 9 to 5 and their remote gig, even if it's the same time zone.
Really?
The one I did was the same time zone. So in Nigeria, stand-up starts by 9, their starts by 10. So why Nigerian starts, their starts. So I use my laptop for Nigeria, I use my phone. So in case they call me, exactly. So that's just basically it. And one thing about my 9 to 5 here in Nigeria is tax based. So if they give me a tax, they don't want to know maybe you finish it quick or early, you are done. So I can just, in fact, if I finish my tax for that day, I might decide not to come to the office the next day. So as far as my boss, as far as you've done
That's the thing. How many
my tax,
people are like that?
exactly.
How many HR?
But we have them.
We do, but in very few numbers.
Any
It's
company
very
you see that their HR know their staff names off it, just know that
No,
they can never give you that.
What HR know your name?
If HR can know the whole staff
Let me
name.
bust your brain. They give you the logo laptop. Let me give you the logo laptop.
High-performing laptop.
Oh, ThinkPad. Yeah, go.
Okay, so let's just wrap this up. But what do you think? Because I'm sure there are some persons watching that, I mean, they want to know how to navigate their 9 to 5, and do you think it is something you'd advise, Jeff? Let's start with you. What do you think?
Yes, I will advise, but I will say you make a decision with caution as well.
Yeah.
Because in your original terms of contract, I believe they must have some conflict of interest clause in it.
Yeah.
So most companies will frown at you working for another company within the working
Well, in
hours.
this story, he said that he was not looking financially stressed. That was why he started having issues with his boss. So, is it until a staff looks financially stressed that we know the person is doing well?
So again, it depends on the context of what he was trying to say, right? Him getting negative vibes from his superiors because he wasn't showing any form of financial stress. That's kind of witchcraft from that manager, from that line manager,
Wickedness.
from that line manager.
That's what companies don't look like somebody that is nice. It's until they tell you that you are stressed. Take some days.
Take 2 days off.
Yeah.
Some boss don't want you to look richer than them.
Unfortunately, we'll have such companies. However, it's important that you understand the terms of a contract when looking for those remote jobs, because those remote jobs don't have legal frameworks protecting them. So you can lose it at any time.
So we should bear in mind that whatever we're doing, it shouldn't affect your original
It shouldn't affect the main job. Yeah, it shouldn't affect the main job.
Makes sense.
Or, I mean, there are various types of decisions an employee can make. You can decide to forego the main job for the side gig. It depends. It depends. The remuneration, the compensation can be so big that you do not want anything to affect that remote job. So it's important that, you know what, take that bold step, right? Resign from your 9 to 5 and focus on the remote. I mean, even if you work, that's a remote job. That's a remote job.
I disagree 100%.
He look as a Nibo.
Oh my God.
There can be some cases where you lose both. We've had scenarios where an employee actually loses both jobs, you know, and at the end of the day, he will start like wishing that he had, you know, left the 9 to 5 and focused on the other one, where he probably could have saved enough money to take care of him for like 6-7 months. Before then, most likely he would have gotten another gig. So just be careful. Read the terms of a contract. Don't allow anyone to impede on the other.
I know our viewers they have quite a number of things to say, so please, you can just drop it in the comment section. If you agree with Jeff, if you agree with Samuel, just let us know. Follow us on all social media handles.
Anyway,
yeah.
Please like,
Alright,
share,
so
comment. I beg you. Like, I'm not proud. I'm very humble.
Alright. So on the final note, Samuel, what do you think? You said you disagree, but Jeff,
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff is the advisor now.
Your closing note.
Your closing note.
So for what he said, you see people that have that issues like losing the 2 jobs. Maybe there are people that are just starting out into the industry. They are just starting, like they don't have experience.
Manage.
I've had experience working with, forget US gig now. I've worked with 3 Nigerian companies at once. 3 Nigerian companies at once. and I started affecting me. But I was like, Samuel, you can chest it. This Nigeria, you guys make the money. At the end, I had to drop one, Sha. So I had to drop one, because one was after my life. It was really, really after my life. So I just had to drop one. So, but you see, too, if you can find a way to, there's a way that your 9 to 5 will not even, it won't feel that. Nobody will know that you are doing the US gig. Like, they won't know at all. You can just maybe go outside to have meetings and maybe go to the kitchen or blah, blah, blah. Other stuff. Like,
On Monday morning,
why are you on the call?
Why are you in the kitchen?
So my advice now, the note I'm going to drop now is, if you feel, I would advise you to stay. Your 9 to 5 guarantee you job security, and your US gig guarantees you high money. Like, I would advise you to just continue that US gig, gather as much as you can, because at any time they can lay you off. So you are going to know when they lay you off, you bounce back to your Nigerian gig and continue applying for that US gig.
We've learned a lot.
I've learned a lot. First, I've learned to guide. I learned to guide. And I learned that kitchen is very important.
very, very important too.
But Jeff actually had a point where he said manage it, right?
Yeah.
I think
So
finding the balance, actually,
Yeah.
knowing
it
how
doesn't
to
affect.
multitask.
It
It doesn't affect each other. Anyways, as your money for Benz has not yet complete, please like and share and comment. So, okay, it's not there, but
But it's on your screen.
but on your screen, just let us know your thoughts, and we will be reading it in the next episodes. So take care of yourself. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Kisses.
Bye.